You can do it.
Welcome back, everybody,
To another week.
of your favorite crypto podcast,
Sometimes crypto.
the unscripted.
Crypto podcast. Ayo.
Ayo.
It's been a while. I blame Alex.
Rhythm always blames me. Nonetheless, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I do be
That's
slow
what I'm
with it
saying.
sometimes. Alright. Well, things are constantly moving in this industry. We always got new stuff coming out. And if you guys are here for the first time, just to let you know, we just pick out a couple stories that we find interesting, worthwhile sharing. We try to do this pretty much once a week. Occasionally, we might have to skip one, but we're, for the most part, pretty good with it.
If we skip, it's because of Alex either way. Nah, I'm kidding.
That one's not always true.
That's not true.
Yeah, if first time here, hopefully you enjoy it. And if you do, hit that like button. Maybe subscribe, and so you don't miss.
And tell Alex
more
he's
episodes.
beautiful.
You don't have to do that. William usually says that at the end. I'm surprised he's saying that now.
Well, you're saying all this now, so I'm like, I might as well take advantage. Tell him he's beautiful.
But yeah. Did you hit a cable or something? I heard like
I hit the I hit the microphone.
Oh yeah, it's vibrating now. There, it's gone. It's good. Don't touch it anymore. We also occasionally have some technical difficulties.
Bro, but it's really like the technical difficulties always this microphone that we've had from the very beginning that were quite expensive. That they just like this. It's like the cable just doesn't catch right. Whatever.
It'd be like that sometimes. Nonetheless, yeah, we got some stories. Last week, I believe we covered how Gavin
last
Last
week.
week? Has it been that long? Oh yeah, we
That's
didn't
what I'm
record last
saying.
week. You're right.
Yeah, we didn't record last week, and the episode took like a week to come out.
That was on my that was on me. That one was entirely on me. Anyways, last episode we covered a law that Gavin Newsom is proposing for digital assets being seized by California if they are deemed as abandoned. And this week I want to cover a new law that was proposed by Kansas for digital asset reserve fund, and essentially this fund is going to be seizing digital assets that have been labeled as abandoned
As well.
Yes, as well. I did look into it a little bit, but essentially it would have to take like 3 years of the asset being abandoned following correspondence with no reply or intent to claim the asset. And even if the asset does get seized by the Kansas State Reserve, the owners of that asset still have an additional 3 years of claiming it again.
So you have 6 years total with like them saying, "Hey, is this asset are these assets gonna be yours? Or are these belong to you?" Blah blah blah. Until So we could assume that California will have a similar process of like correspondence being sent out to those people.
Yeah. So the kind of what this Kansas bill is attempting to do is like for coins outside of Bitcoin, particularly ones that can be staked.
Mm-hmm.
The state is trying to claim these unclaimed assets, stake those tokens, and then whatever is earned by that staking will belong to the state definitively. But the owner can still claim their original seized assets, and they won't get anything that's staked.
So you're telling me it's like the state could go ahead, take your house, make it an Airbnb for 3 years, make the money off of it, make sure give it back, and you can still claim it and give you back everything as the house was like that, but they kept the Airbnb profits, even though it was your house.
Well,
essentially,
the assumption is that you'll get the house back as it was.
Well, I say as it was because in the Bitcoin you're gonna get it back as it was, like you're gonna get the same amount.
So there are some risks associated with this that the state's gonna have to deal with, because
price.
Like, what if they say, oh no, we took it at this price and then we're giving it back to you at that price.
We're gonna give you, you're gonna get back the dollar value,
the dollar equivalent value, not the coin value.
Exactly,
equivalent.
and you still get screwed out of it. So you know what? They don't have to give you the house back in the same conditions. You're totally right.
That's not explicitly stated from what I read. But that's just.
But it's a safe. But it's a good assumption.
Yeah, I think the safe assumption is that whatever you do end up getting back is not going to be what they initially took.
That's a safe assumption. Yeah,
that's a safe assumption. Also, now that I've said that, I do want to clarify: the state cannot take assets that are "quote unquote" unclaimed if they are in your own wallet and you have your own keys. In other words, a non-custodial wallet that is unseizable.
Yeah, it's only for like centralized assets.
So yeah, assets on centralized exchanges.
So it wouldn't even be centralized assets, right? Because it would mainly be centralized like crypto exchanges. Because that doesn't necessarily mean that if you're holding the ETF version of whatever asset, that can be taken.
Yeah, I would assume that ETFs would not fall under that because
they're
technically being managed by someone already.
Yeah, but it's crazy how they're gonna make that. Like they don't take your your stock portfolio if you don't.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but this is like a different financial entity. That's not Wall Street or a bank.
They're trying to fix the way they could stick it to you.
Yeah, they're
like, damn, we should have done that. They're like, damn, we should have done that with stocks, but it was too legal.
Mm-hmm.
Too many things involved. Crypto, on the other hand, there's enough dirt there to make it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's kind of a crazy build. I think this one I had more information on this one than the one for California. Ultimately, I don't think
you didn't bring up the California one. I did.
I know, but like I just didn't have that much information on the one in California, nonetheless.
Oh, we also don't share like with a whole lot of time, a lot of time before the episode what we're talking about.
We don't share much, really. So we
don't share until day of. I haven't told him what I have for him today.
We don't know what the other person's bringing to the table.
So this is a bit of a sidebar, but it's related to Bitcoin and to reserves.
Mm-hmm.
So CryptoMan Ran, he is a crypto YouTuber, big crypto influencer, made his money in a different industry, got into crypto, got cooked 2 cycles in a row, doing better this cycle, whole thing. Well, technically cycle ended if we count 4-year cycle being over, but that's a different thing. So he went on Twitter and wrote, try and convince me as much as you want, one buying holding such a large concentration of a reserve asset is not healthy. Right now, he is the only real buyer. That is to strategy on January 20th, acquiring another 22,000 Bitcoin.
So, just to see if I followed that correctly, CryptoMan Ran is what his name
is? Ran. R-A-N.
Says that a single individual buying so much of a reserve currency is a red flag.
He considered essentially in your words, yeah, pretty much.
It's kind of just to try to summarize it a bit.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's a red flag for him. And he also write that right now he is the only buyer, stating that Strategy is the only real buyer of Bitcoin.
Except he's not. But it's a take.
So, but wait, I think there's a much longer, more nuanced conversation here, because I feel like this is starting to become a much bigger shared sentiment than it was before. And I think I pushed because I think you mentioned like so much Bitcoin being centralized is, even though it can affect really the network too much, it does affect just price.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's consolidation of power to a degree, because one individual owns a lump sum amount of the total asset in distribution, which can have its concerns. And I always have my own rebuttal to that argument, which is that we do have large organizations buying large sums of Bitcoin. However, those organizations have relatively smaller percentages as compared to the current fiat system, where 99% of the currency is owned by the 1%.
So I think the rebuttal to that rebuttal is that the fiat system doesn't get eroded away by that 1% holding more of it. In the same way, what?
It's literally the problem.
No, the problem that there is just too much cash. Not that there's that it's only held by the 1%.
Well, that's also a problem. Yeah, there's
wouldn't that be the
consistently?
Exactly.
It's a multifaceted issue in all.
Fair, right? I think the fear, let's say it's a multifaceted issue, and the fear with like one big holder like Strategy is the fact that they can affect price. I would say faster. So I think it's come to like a whole thing of like, so are we wrong that we shouldn't have never wanted government to buy crypto and make it like a store of value asset? Because we cheered early on. We cheered early on when El Salvador decided to do it and other countries did it. But now it's like, do we continue to cheer?
I mean, I will. That's my take.
So you don't think it's really the issue? Like consolidation of assets is the real issue.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a major issue, because as more people start consolidating and the prices continue to go up, that consolidation is going to slow down. Their ability to consolidate more is going to slow down. What we need in reality is more involvement. It's not so much just like, yeah, sure, we have a select few amount of organizations, whether they be government or non-government, like collecting Bitcoin, but even then there's still like a lot of Bitcoin out there, and the price will be affected by them consolidate, like the price in a good way, like as in the value of it will go up because the supply of it is going to be fixed nonetheless.
I thought about it too. I'm like, I think the fear here with Strategy buying just so much Bitcoin is it's called like the Eggman theory.
Okay. So
essentially it's back when you start to trade eggs as commodities, this guy noticed that whenever he bought eggs, the next time he would look, the price of eggs would go up, but of the price of the commodity. So he decided to purchase more and more every time, until one day he goes to sell and there are no sellers buying at his price because he was the only one buying. So I think the fear is that Strategy's buying is the only thing holding Bitcoin's price. And the minute Strategy stops to buy, the price of Bitcoin will either drop very fast or steadily start to come down. I think that's the fear.
Yeah. So I mean I get that problem. I think that problem is requires a lot of mathematics, like actual game theory being applied. As in, how many eggs are in that market circulation? How many buyers or potential buyers are in that game?
I think you're overcomplicating it in the sense of like in this situation at least. It's just the theory of like strategy is currently is one of the biggest buyers,
No,
and
so
what is the likelihood of him propping it up, right?
Yeah, argumentatively, I understand the argument. I just don't know if it's applicable because of Bitcoin being
there's more nuance that could affect it, of course,
at a global scale. Like fundamentally, I do understand that argument. I just don't know if the game theory would play out in a way that it's detrimental.
Right, because I think that the largest sale of Bitcoin we have seen is Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And that lasted a few months.
And then they got hurt by that big time.
And then then price went up. So I guess in theory, right, there as of right now, we could assume that maybe there aren't big buyers, but there's enough
small buyers that are going to be willing.
Small buyers who are willing to buy.
Essentially, and
that's the other.
In all honesty, I think that number of buyers is incrementally going up, relatively slow, but
yeah, I think I could agree. So I guess that would be part of the argument for like the whole cycle thing too, is that we didn't have the same amount of euphoria buying like from we could call non-Bitcoin holders or normies, like entering the frenzy as it did in 2020, right? 2021?
2021.
Yeah.
Because
you had
it having.
Yeah, so that's when you felt that everyone was talking about it, and now it's not as you can say it's off the mainstream like stage. It's not
right now. Right now, what really has like the limelight is AI. AI has been growing since 2021, really, and it's a much newer technology. So because of that, people want that novelty, and the majority of stories were just AI related. Granted, AI has also made an insane amount of progress in that time.
I was about to say there's also like more. There are a lot of user friendly applications like right now available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because the amount of like
blockchain is
that I don't know what that means.
Esoteric, like kind of like secretive and like confusing and hard to understand, and like
be
in the know to know it.
Yeah, like and also not just that, the ease in which AI became so commercialized, I think is the word I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Like every company I see, like you see, is like all their ads are AI generated ads.
Also,
good or bad ads.
The concerns for the two technologies are very different. The concern for AI is like misinformation, potential for abuse in terms of like manipulating data and stuff like that, and like just being wrong, as opposed to crypto and blockchain. Like the concerns there is straight up scams and loss of funds.
Yeah.
Because like if you ask AI, how many R's are there in the word strawberry, it's gonna be wrong, but all you could do is that what damage did that come to you? Very small. Well, just ask it again.
I mean, there are AI can like that's why we have so many safeguards with AI, because it has caused issues. I mean,
and the issues are getting worse by the day.
Right. But not just that though, like what I'm talking about, like also like the amount of like just commercial, like the use in business so quickly, I think is also what like caused the shift versus crypto. Like it takes crypto, it takes more work to implement crypto in a, let's say in a business than it will any sort of AI. Like one of the clinics my girlfriend works for, to help their secretaries respond like to messages, they implemented that the front end of like their WhatsApp messages that are coming in get answered by an AI program first. Mm-hmm. That they always had to preset and like set up like specific things for it to know what's what. But the ease in which it does it.
Also, I do want to quickly just give a quick personal statement.
Go for it.
AI is just algorithms, machine learning, and
yes,
most of them are actually pretty dumb. They're really good, but they're also pretty dumb.
Dude, I heard this on a podcast. The guy's like, bro, AIs are stupid. He's like, they do things fast, but they're not smart.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're fast, but it's like they're pretty dumb.
That's hilarious.
Which causes problems. So to address two things real quick. Yes, businesses do adopt it really quickly. It's kind of like Coca-Cola's Christmas commercial with AI generated video clips of a truck delivering.
I heard that.
And then like literally the people who are like big into like I guess video editing or like commercials and like more in that industry, they were breaking that thing up. They're like, the truck is a different truck every 6 shots. Like not every 6 shots of like in 6 like consecutive shots. Mm-hmm. It's like different truck, and they like point out different things for the video. So yeah, but relatively small. Like in that sense, I don't even think Coca-Cola got hurt by that. Like,
nah, it's too big of a brand for that to affect
exactly.
it.
They just one of the first to adopt commercial created by AI.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is AI being fast, confident, and wrong is very dangerous.
Is dangerous.
There was this video that I saw of like a botanist or someone who deals with plants a lot. And she was talking to a friend about like, oh, she's doing gardening. And she says, okay, cool. Just watch out for this particular plant. It's very poisonous. And then her friend gardening her away found that exact plant. And she's like, I wonder what plant that is, and sent it to AI, like, and says, oh, this looks like it could be this, or this, but it's probably very much in your garden. It's likely a carrot. So, like, yeah.
So, wait. Her friend, not the gardener, her friend, the gardener's friend, went to AI, told the AI her friend's a gardener. The AI said, oh, watch out for this plant?
No, the friend is picking up gardening.
Okay.
And so the person picking up gardening as a hobby.
The girl who's doing the gardening.
Yeah. The inexperienced gardener was told by an experienced gardener, yo, just be careful for this one plant that could pop up.
Okay, got you. So not AI. A professional gardener said, hey, this plant that you can find here, be careful, dangerous.
Like yeah,
can kill you.
Do not will kill you.
Okay, you dead.
And then
so the inexperienced gardener finds the plant in her garden, doesn't know it's the plant. Ask AI, what is it?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, it's in your garden, it's likely a carrot. Something like that.
Okay.
And then proceeds to say, he's like, oh, it looks like a couple other plants, including the very poisonous plant. But then it's like, oh, but this is like why I'm confident it's safe to eat. So then
she ain't eating it, right?
No. She sent the picture to her experienced garden friend to fact check, and she's like, oh my god, that thing was about to kill you.
Damn, but dude, it's like this whole thing with taking it back, small tangent. Do you remember the whole alien that they found somewhere in the Philippines? It's somewhere, I remember where it was. I think it was the Philippines that fell from a meteorite, and it became a whole thing. And no one was able to fact check it because all the AIs were just regurgitating the same information that would come out from like the previous day and the current new information.
Yeah, there's a very niche thing that William's talking about that I only found out through him. I never saw this outside of him sending me the videos. But yes, I do remember this.
But like people would ask the AIs, is it real? Is it this?
There were a lot of comments on that.
and the AIs were just like regurgitating what was just being said by new posts of people. And mind you, still don't know if it's real or not. Just know that the last video, he threw it in the water somewhere in the forest.
So here's my other thing that I do want to mention. A lot of the internet
is all fake.
Are robots, like just bots.
That's like the internet. I forgot what it's called, like the dead internet theory or something. I think 50% of the internet is robots.
Yeah. Like, unless you know the person for sure, like, just assume you're talking to a robot.
That's a fair assumption.
Which is kind of crazy because, like, a lot of AI also gets trained on that, on those conversations that it picks up, that it scrapes from the internet.
Yeah.
That actually kind of reminds me of one more story of someone going to like Google or something and asking a simple question like troubleshooting. Oh, how do I do whatever task?
Yeah.
And then the AI thing starts generating. It's like, first you want to do this, then you want to do that, and you want to do this. And then it's like, one Reddit user said, kick the bucket, essentially.
Oh.
Completely unrelated. And that was part of what the AI posted. It's like, that's kind of crazy.
So back to the point. That's the reason why crypto is at stall right now. Because there's AI, and AI is just doing more than crypto. Nah,
yeah,
that's not the only reason. But AI has taken over the headlines.
That's headlines,
and that's definitely affecting price to a degree.
Yeah,
and to conclude, we're not worried about like Michael Saylor owning all of the Bitcoin in the world.
No, well, like to add to that, I kind of wanted to like pull up this separate, like relevant point. Is that Michael Saylor isn't the only one acquiring Bitcoin. We have talked about Stake and Shake, for example. That
one just started acquiring, I think, though, right?
When was it? November, I think, more or less. Or August, sometime last year, late last year. They started what they refer to as Burgers to Bitcoin program, where they're just converting burgers to Bitcoin. And really all they're doing is enabling their customers to pay for their burgers in Bitcoin.
Well, they're also going to start paying their employees. Yeah, they're also going to start paying their employees like a 21 cents for every dollar every dollar? No, every hour they work or something like that.
So that's that's actually what I wanted to bring up. Stake and Shake is that's fine. No, this is good. So Stake and Shake is obviously acquiring Bitcoin for burgers. So they're accumulating, even though they're not buying it directly on the market, they are actively accumulating Bitcoin. And then obviously they're going to be offering this bonus for 21 cents for every hour worked for hourly employees. That does get vested after 2 years.
What do you mean gets vested?
So essentially, they won't be able to unlock.
That's not vested.
They won't be able to claim that Bitcoin until 2 years.
But that's what vested means?
Yeah, so that's what vested means. Like, vested means that there's a time period in which you have to continue working at that company before the asset becomes unlocked to you. So, like, let's say someone's working at a company and they give you stock options, where they let you buy X amount of stocks, but vested over a 5-year period.
Okay.
Then
just the way I've never heard it used the way you just use it, but I see. Yeah, you're right. My fault. I'm slow today.
Yeah. So essentially, a 40-hour work week, at 21 cents per hour.
So if they get paid their 160 hours, I think it's like $36.
Yeah, so it comes out to $436 a year.
Yeah, but not a month.
No, not a month. Yeah, $436 a year. Is it 436? Yeah, 436. Which in today's price is about 0.05 Bitcoin. 0.005 Bitcoin. My bad. Now, what I would have liked to see Steak and Shake do would be a Bitcoin number instead, like X amount of sats per hour, satoshis per hour.
But it's hard to explain that to your workforce that are not into it. Like, it's a whole onboarding thing.
Yeah, and this adds to the whole like Eggman theory game theory that I was talking to you about. It's like now we have this major employer who is now offering all of their employees, which I would assume is somewhere in like a couple thousand.
Yeah, 100%.
An opportunity to start accumulating this asset. So now they have literal vested interest in this asset.
But it's also not just them. Like, this is just one big company doing it for all its employees, which is awesome. But also, the NFL has been doing it for a while now, giving players the opportunity to get like their sign-up bonus or a percentage of their salary in Bitcoin as well.
Yep.
People are also using it for houses. Like, there's a really famous guy who offered, I don't remember. I think it was like 10,000 Bitcoin to buy like $1 million house, and I don't remember when. And they denied it, which now would have been worth a stupid amount of money. But they're not denying those deals anymore.
They're not denying those deals anymore.
Like, they're definitely not. Like, we're also gonna get like, you're gonna be able to get loans, collateralize your crypto to your Bitcoin specific to like get loans. So I do like we said it, like, it's definitely been bullish for crypto and Bitcoin. It's just the chart isn't representing that.
Yeah, and I think it really does mostly come down to the headlines. It's like buzz.
Yeah. I mean, like non-buzz, like gold and silver have hit new all-time highs. Gold at almost 5,000, silver at almost it's at $100 an ounce. Crazy.
That is kind of crazy, actually.
Crazy numbers. Apparently, like, if you would have bought silver 5 years ago, it would have outperformed Bitcoin by like, I don't remember how much percentage, which is also crazy, right? Like, but also I would like to add a little bit of grain of salt to that. How long was gold stagnant though, and how long was silver stagnant before then? Like, it just made those returns for the first time, like today.
Yeah, in what, 50 years?
Like, yeah, like those life-changing returns have just happened. Not saying it's a bad thing. Not saying you should only. I don't personally say you should just own one or the other. But also, we get trapped in the whole thing of, oh, you should have done this for that. And it's like, dude, if you were to like look at the back history.
Yeah, Monday quarterbacking. Is that what it is?
Monday night quarterbacking. It's like you're looking back at what already happens. Like, yeah, sure, some people already called the trade. Like, those who called the trade, like, 3 months out before this happened, good on you. And those who were just like, oh, I'm just gonna buy silver because I like silver, I like gold, whatever, like, good on you.
Good on you.
But everyone's saying, oh, you should have done it 5 years ago. Like, did you do it 5 years ago? Like, thinking that it's gonna have a blow off top. Yeah, because that's what's going on. These are
a wild forecast.
Yeah, like, that's a wild forecast. Like, the reason they had to reevaluate what they're forecasting for end of the year, it's because silver has done 40% in a month. And it doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't.
And mind you, these things will correct.
Yeah, that's another thing that I was thinking. Is like, how long will that? So like, how long will that momentum last? How much will it correct? And then a follow up thing is like, how long will it go before it sees another rally like that?
Also, yeah, like, this is we're getting to territory of like when people start telling, like, don't start buying Bitcoin at 120K. Don't start buying gold at 5K. Don't start buying silver at $100 an ounce.
Yeah,
like, that's not the safe move.
Now, a common safe move is diversification of assets. That makes sense. If you have a lower risk appetite or large sums, and it just makes more sense for you to diversify.
Also,
for stable growth,
and DCA into these prices. Like if you're gonna buy at 100, know that we're probably close to a top, at least a local top for some time. So like, buy some now. Know that if it comes down a certain amount, you're gonna double down on it. Like, it's now a game of price.
Don't do a major lumps. Don't make a major lump sum move that might financially ruin you.
Also, that because prices have moved. Like with that, like stock market all time high, S&P all time high, Bitcoin and crypto is the only thing lagging behind here.
Mm-hmm.
If there was ever a time for a catch up trade, like that whole thing, now is the time for the catch up trade. Meaning Bitcoin or better than Bitcoin, crypto always catches up to the stock market because in theory, stock market moves first. So crypto should follow it. It just hasn't followed it. Like we're just at a standstill.
I see.
And also, since crypto's on the more speculative end, it's causing us to be uncertain with all these tariffs. Mm-hmm. And better yet, Trump makes one announcement one day. The next day after that announcement, nukes the market. He's like, okay, can't do that. Retries again. So it's like, it's not helping.
No, not really.
The unstable tariff market currently is hindering the crypto market for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one quick more tangent before I stop talking. I saw a post today that someone posted precious metal and crypto, like their asset class value. And they were like, oh, precious metals went from 12 trillion to 40 trillion and Bitcoin in 5 years. And Bitcoin's still at 5 trillion in both years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I just find those things funny. It's like, yeah, it's done in the last 30 days. What are we talking about here?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the precious metals.
Precious metals, they haven't moved in 5 years until, well, gold started moving a little earlier, but the rest of them really didn't start moving until recently. So it's like, it's one of those things that's just like, why are we nitpicking here?
So,
which
I'm no expert.
Which Twitter does. I think it's the robots that do it.
Maybe. So I'm no expert in all this finances, like global economy stuff. But
you and me both.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Supply demand is like constantly changing, and as certain demands start to rise, and certain supply starts to rise, in par, let's say, due to certain technological advancements, then we would require more of that asset, which correlates to the increase in supply, right? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that overall increase the market cap of that asset class?
So you're saying just the supply growing naturally would increase the size of the market cap?
Yeah.
And yeah, it would. And in terms, if we're talking about precious metals, yes, it would grow just because the industry would continue to grow as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's
100%.
There's more of it now because like we need more of it, and so we're mining more, and so now there's more available. Because there's more available, like the market cap just grows.
As well as and also the price also has to hold the new supply, which it typically does for precious metal, just because they're in such high demand use.
I mean, the precious metals are precious. They're hard to get, and they're also, quite frankly, bad to mine for the environment. But
there is no clean mining practices. No.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist.
All you could really do is counteract it with good like carbon capture environment policies.
I don't think so.
But that's at the end of the day, you're still going to cause a damage. It's more so like
you're destroying an entire forest to gold mine.
Yeah, you're gonna like that forces the only way you could really like kind of like try to justify that is like replant the forest somewhere else.
Yeah, but
that doesn't work that way because
it doesn't work that way. That's the thing. It doesn't work that way. That's a whole different.
The biodiversity that's lost from that area isn't gonna magically reappear in the other area.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not the way it works.
I know. I'm just giving the closest representation.
The closest, yeah. No, I know. I'm not even saying no to you. I'm just saying, like, unfortunately, that's not the way it works, and we know it.
Ideological. It's a little ideological.
What a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, precious metals might have gone up, but maybe it's just because there's a higher demand.
Nah, precious metals prices have gone up because people are buying more of it because it's a less speculative asset.
Oh, also, apparently Nickles, my one of two Nickles that I have on me, are they're very good at storing value.
Oh, it's a silver nickel one?
It's no nickel is made of copper and nickel.
Which was a nickel? No, but there was one of them. There was
5 cents.
No, I know, but I'm saying there was one. There I forgot what coin it was that had some silver in it. I think it was a quarter.
Maybe quarters might have silver because
there was a quarter. There was a specific quarter that came out before a specific year that if you have one of those, it's worth like $25 for the amount of silver in it.
I say $25.
Yeah, it was a stupid number.
Damn, I saw. Son. Yeah, so like what's that silver? There's like sterling silver.
Silver dollar?
Sterling silver. So apparently there's a lot of like people that go to like thrift shops and like antique stores and just find like sterling silver items.
Yeah.
For like mad cheap, like $5, $10. Melt that down and they end up having like $400, $300 worth of sterling silver.
Well, also the reason for that disgusting markup is because of how dirty sterling silver gets.
Yeah, so like, most people don't know what it actually
You won't
is.
know unless you clean it for. Like, I have a silver chain that my aunt gifted me because of another gift she brought me from Spain, and it got black. And it's real silver, but it gets really dirty. Like, it needs to be properly maintained over time. Like, same way gold gets black over time.
Yeah, but different.
Because gold will still have a yellow hue to it, even if it's dirty, unless it gets really dark. But silver, even if it's a light, like, darkness, it gets really faded and opaque.
I see. So, no, what I'm talking about is nickels. Nickels are made of, I think,
nickels.
20% nickel and 70% copper, or vice versa, one of the two. And if you don't know, America has stopped minting pennies, so pennies are no longer. Yeah, you probably don't see that, but like pennies are no longer being minted, and the only coin that comes after that is the nickel. But apparently, in raw material alone, a nickel's worth like 5.742 cents. So like the raw material of the nickel is already worth more than the nickel itself.
So you're saying the nickel is the next one to go?
Well, yeah, that's not even the total cost of what it costs the American government to mint nickels. I think the cost for the American government to mint nickels is like 5.92 cents.
So the nickel is the next one to get out of here. My camera is slowly dying for some reason.
I mean, death is imminent for everything at some point, I guess.
That's true. You know, you're not wrong.
So yeah, there's also a group of people just gathering nickels, at least like, and this is also holding it physically.
Like they're finding all the nickels and they're just storing it.
No, there's people who are straight up just changing bills for nickels. They're like, well, I don't want these dollars that are printable money that the government prints on the daily. Let me change it for a physical, like, precious
nickel
metal
that has some precious metal in it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Mind you, it is illegal to melt metals. So like that base value of precious metal.
It's wait. It's illegal to melt currency.
Yeah. What'd I say?
You said precious metals.
Oh, correct. Yeah. It's illegal to melt currencies printed by federal governments.
For the precious metals. Right.
Yeah. Or alter any currency. Like if you were to cut $1 in half on purpose, that's technically a federal crime. If you were to burn that dollar, federal crime. If you were to paint on the dollar, federal crime. Alterations of federal currency is illegal.
Can I go into this quick little tight side tangent that I heard?
Go for it.
So this CIA spy, John Kiraku, you might like him better than Andrew, for sure. He goes, the government has designed it that if they want to get you, they can get you, and the reason that is, he goes, because it's suggested or implied that every American makes 3 felonies every single day.
Breaks 3 felonies every single day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, and it's designed like that, so if they need to get you, they can get you easily.
They'll just get you on it.
And if you think about it, probably right. You just said 4 of them that are very like insignificant, but like if it were to happen, you can be like, oh, my dollar bill ripped. Like assuming you caught on something, they could be like, no, you ripped it on purpose.
You ripped it on purpose. No, because you need. I mean, they could get you, but then they'll have to try it. You're innocent until proven guilty.
But that's fine, but like they can start like the process to make it worse.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. They'll definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Right. That's what I meant. You can continue on what we're talking about.
So, although like the physical currency, like the physical precious metals and the currencies themselves, it's illegal to melt them. You still have the backing of the government saying this is still worth 5 cents. So the worst that you got is, I guess, loss of inflation.
Awesome.
And to touch on that like whole thing about like the government will like get you. So apparently it's a crime to be armed while committing a felony. Like that's a crime. Being armed while committing a felony.
Okay.
And the reason why I bring this up is because I heard of this money laundering case where they found a gun in like the same area of money that that's being laundered, and then so they charged them with money laundering and possession
holding a weapon
and possession of a firearm while committing a felony.
Yeah, I
think is crazy. That just like adds fire to like that whole like if they want to get you, they'll get you because like that's a non-violent crime. And like and like you also have the right to bear arms, so like just you know what, tack on a second felony.
Yes, money laundering is illegal, by the way. Just in case.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do it. But hypothetical, if you were to launder $5 million, I don't think I would launder it.
5 million?
Yeah.
You wouldn't launder it.
No, I would use the cash to just pay my daily life expenses.
Yeah, they'd still get you.
No,
they will get you
because I'm not gonna do anything more than no. You're not understanding. I'm saying you keep your regular life. You just you just spend the cash instead.
I get that.
You get me?
I get that. They'll still get you.
Why would it? Because it's
if you got a job, you gotta file taxes. Like your income's gonna be coming in, and they're gonna see that you're gonna have some residual income. Unless the only thing that you could really do is like eat out more, or like pay for your friends.
No, you're not understanding. No, dude, you're not. You're misunderstanding me.
We're not.
Let's say you're
planning on any of this. By the way, this is all. Just
but so I need to find $5 million first, and that's already hard enough to do. Let's start off with the clear thing. It's hard. You have to find it first. Hypothetically, you could just Huh?
We're mad brokies over here.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you have to have money. I wish I did. No, but what I was thinking of, yes, if unless you put the money in the system, it becomes very difficult to do things. But there's enough cash things that you can do that you can do it. Like, you won't be able to buy yourself a Louis Vuitton bag in cash, right? That raises red flags if you do that.
If it's more than 10K.
Yeah, but I don't mean red flags internationally. I mean like the bank, like just like in that store, they'll be like, this guy's paying in cash $5,000.
You just can't give them the information. You'd be like, yeah, I just want this. They'll be like, okay, what's your name? What?
But what I'm saying is what I'm saying is you can, however, go to a mall. You're like, oh, I like those $100 shoes, those $200 shoes. You can buy those $200 shoes in cash, and it's not suspicious.
Yeah,
you can go ahead.
That $5 mil gonna be lasting you a long time,
dude. But you're not understanding me. You're right. But that $5 mil used to cover all of that. You cover, and you can just pocket the rest and invest the rest. It gives you like so much breathing room.
And that's where I say that they'd get you, but maybe not.
Because you're spending it very indiscreetly. Like, it's one of those things of maybe they do get you at the end of it, but like it doesn't be a fight. I would definitely put a lawyer in reserve with the cash.
That's funny.
That's for sure. But tell me that's not like the smart. Like, I would do it. Like, I'm like, you know what? I can't live crazy out. I can't live way beyond my means, but I can for sure like cut back a few expenses out that I pay and use this instead.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good move.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think about money. I don't think about money laundering like that too much.
Dude, I only thought about it because I saw a show Ozark, and they described how he would clean it, and then I saw a reel about it the other day, and I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, you can do it that way, or you can just keep the $5 million, spend it little by little, like how he said. You can also.
The only time I think I've seen a show talk about money laundering was Breaking Bad.
They also talked about it, yeah.
Where they bought a car wash
and a laser tag. Oh no, they wanted to buy a laser tag, and they decided on the car wash.
I see. Yeah,
that just more.
It's a safer business. It makes more sense.
Yeah, especially for my camera is dying.
It's on its final breath.
Yeah, let me see if I can connect it without everything going crazy. Give me a second. I did the collab just in case because it started recording. If this doesn't work and the audio file is messed up, this episode went to shit. I just want to be clear on that.
Well, it's just the ending of worst case.
Yeah, it'll have an abrupt ending.
Well, we could just also wrap it up saying that your audio got messed up. And
yeah. That sucks. We're having such a good time.
We were. We were having a great time. Good conversation today.
Damn it. Yeah, let's wrap it up just in case, because if not, the audio is going to be real fugazi.
All right, so I guess I'll do most of the talking.
Go for it.
So we came across another technical issue while I'm plugging in the camera to get it some charge. William's microphone's acting up, and
I think it works, but we don't want to risk it.
Yeah, on my end, he don't sound as pretty as he normally sounds.
Probably.
But again, if you guys made it this far, I'm sure you've liked it. Just share it with a friend that you think might find some information useful. Drop us some comments. Let us know what stories you like, and if there's anything that you guys want us to cover. For the most part, we will be here next week.
We will be here,
assuming I don't be slow with it like it was last week.
That's true.
But thank you guys for tuning in
to your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted
Crypto Podcast.
Ayo.
Ayo.